Hey, we're back. We wanted to do a little episode of Mythbusters here on Alley Cat. Everybody talks about these guitars, Les Pauls, and how they don't stay in tune, but Steve and I pretty much just play Les Pauls, and we never have any tuning problems with them. And we just wanted to kind of talk about that, and we'll show you in a little bit how I change the strings and what I do to help alleviate the tuning problems, because if you don't do some of these things, I could see how maybe you would have tuning problems. But I believe the fact is, if you kind of know how to change the strings and take care of your Les Paul, you'll keep it in tune. So Steve, he's a big time bender,
Yeah.
and you really
Boomer bends.
You don't have any problems with this guy. This is an R7. That's what we want to also say is this is a custom shop R7. This is a Joe Bonamassa Epiphone that we just got. Steve just got. I have one too right back there. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Yeah.
But they both, even with the Bigsby on it, we were able to keep this thing in tune pretty good, don't you think?
Yeah, and we just changed strings on both these guitars. I'll probably play them for this weekend's set of shows, and I just don't really have any problems with any tuning stability whatsoever. So I think that it comes down to doing the proper things that you'll see when you change them. And also, if you're really having problems keeping your guitar in tune, some of it could be some of your technique. You know, if you fret a chord and you go, it's going to sound out of tune, but if it's going to sound in tune. So I think that, it's just like the old thing where every BMW breaks down every minute of every day.
Yeah.
And it's just not true.
Right.
So, we're just
you'll see when we change the strings, I really emphasize the first thing is using nut sauce. Mm-hmm. The way I wrap the strings around, I use the Mike Hickey method, you'll see, and then really stretch them after you get the string on there in that pitch. I say you got to give it at least 5 or 6 tugs until I stop seeing that tuner move. Once I stop seeing a tuner move, I'll move on to the next one. So that's my technique, and it's worked for me for years. So like I said, if you have any questions or comments below, please leave them in the comment section, and I will
please
try to
subscribe.
And please subscribe. Yeah.
Tell us what your experiences are. I have a lot of friends that have Les Pauls too, and some of them are like, "Oh, I can't keep it in tune," and I just did a straight hour-and-a-half set. I was telling him I just got a newer 50s Les Paul, and I don't think I tuned it the entire set. It was just fine.
Didn't Rob Groden say he had problems, but we kind of talked to him,
yeah,
and he said it's better now, right?
Yeah,
so he kind of did the tips that we gave him, and he said it's much better now. So
yeah. So having your guitar set up properly too, that helps. I mean, if you have a bad setup, really on any guitar though. But I've owned all kinds. Dom definitely has a million guitars. And if the guitar is not set up properly, it doesn't matter what it is, how high end or low end, and especially if that nut's not right. I mean, you're in trouble.
That's generally the problem.
Yeah.
If you are having tuning problems, it's generally the nut.
Yeah.
Either the slots are too tight or they're not at the right angle. The Les Pauls really need to kind of be angled to guide the string to the post. So that is true. I mean, I could see why people have problems, but I believe if you set it up properly, get the nut filed down right, and stretch them really good, I think you'll have a solid guitar. I like I said,
you'll be good to go.
We always gig with them. I don't have any problems. I mean, I tune very little during a show, so
I haven't been fired yet.
Yeah,
for tuning problems. So,
but anyway, definitely thanks for watching, and please subscribe as usual.
Please subscribe. All right, so I
do the Mike Hickey method of putting strings on, which is putting the string through, pulling it up to the next string right here, and then going back and then wrapping it over, bend that up. Then, as I said, the nut sauce, which is critical for the Les Paul, throw that in there, and then wind the string under, because we already did one over. Now we're going to go under. And the other key thing is, once you get the string on there, give it a bunch of stretches. I mean, we're not at pitch, but I give it a bunch of stretches once I get it on there. Another key point with the Les Paul. So over, under, nut sauce, and stretch your strings really good.